hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to go ahead and sit down and work on my Paycheck 1 check-in for the first month of November. Today is Friday, November 6th, and then after I get done with that, I will go ahead and stuff my cash envelopes as well as my sinking funds. So if you guys are wanting to see where I end up with my budget, how much I saved from my cash envelopes, and what my new sinking fund totals are, stay tuned. So I always start off with my budget, which obviously you have to do that. I have to make sure that I had enough income to cover all of my expenses, my cash envelopes, my sinking funds, and my savings. And then we need to break our paycheck down to make sure everything aligns okay. And then we'll get into the cash envelope and sinking fund stuffing. So we are working with a new sticker theme here. As you guys remember, last month we were in October, so we had the spooky theme. Now we are in the first week of November, and I love the spread. I love my November monthly overview. I love the different sticker kits that I have. I am obsessed with this sticker theme. This is the neutral dot. I also have a fall leaves theme, which you guys can check out my website, which is moreyjune.com. Either one, I have all the different sticker kits available, so go check that out if you're interested. I also have December, 2 themes for that, and January, 2 themes for that, as well as a ton of other budgeting stickers. So we're going to start with our income like always. So we have my full-time and part-time job. Both of them were paid today. So today, like I said, is November 6th. My first one, full-time job, was $531. And then part-time this week was $236. So we have a total of $767. Right? Yes. So $767 for income for the first week of November. So next we're going to move down to expenses. So the first expense that I have is Capital One credit card. This is a weekly amount that I am writing down. Since there are 4 Fridays in November, that means that I will receive 4 paychecks. And then I take the monthly minimum payment for a bill, divide that by 4 because I'll have 4 paychecks, and that's the amount that I am taking out every week. That way, when that bill is due, I will have the full amount for it. My car is $153 a week. And then we have rent, which is $50. I live in a family-owned home. That is why my rent is so low. My daughter's tumbling for the week is $16.25. And then we have Hulu, which I completely forgot where I was just going to go with that conversation. $14.75 for Hulu, and then last is Verizon. And Verizon, the weekly amount is $29. Perfect. So we are going to go ahead and get all of these totaled up to see where we are at with expenses for the week. So we have the 38.4, 153, 50, 1625, $14.75 and 29. So $301.40 is what our expenses total are for the week. And then we'll move down to cash envelopes. So the first one is groceries. And our groceries, we are going to do 80 like normal. Gas will be 45 like normal. And spending will be 40. I am doing a no spend November, so which basically means I still have to pay my bills, I still have to buy groceries, I still have to buy gas to get myself back and forth to work, but it's this category right here, this spending category, which is basically my personal money. That is what I am trying to not spend any on. So every day I check in with myself. I have a cute little calendar that I have on my Instagram account, and I see every day if I failed or if I didn't fail. So far, for the week, I only failed one day, which was Wednesday. I'll show you guys quick. And that was because I forgot my lunch for work at home that day. So the pink one is the spending expense sticker. So as you can see, I only had one fail day. All my other days were no spend, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Hopefully it can continue. Okay, so our cash envelopes total for the week is going to be the same as always, $165. Then we're going to go over to sinking funds. And I have 10 current sinking funds. The first one is back to school. And if you were wondering, the blue stickers on my monthly overview, those were sinking fund purchases, which I don't count towards a fail because that's money that I've already saved up for a specific purchase. Car insurance is $35. And then we have car maintenance, which is at $10. Christmas is currently at $100. Household I feel like I'm not going to have enough room here. I think I laid some stickers too close together. Household is $15. Then we have kids, which is $20. Medical is $5. Personal care is also $5. I'm going to have to move this totals down one because I obviously miscounted when I was putting these together. There we go. Okay, so personal care, and then we have school tuition, which is $10. And then vacation is $20. Alright, so we'll total those up. So we have 20, 35, 10, 100, 15, 20, 5, 5, 10, and 20. So $240 in sinking funds total. Now, this next one here is savings. I'm going to write it down, but this amount does not actually come from this total. This comes from my online income that I don't configure into this little mixture here. So I'm going to write down the savings that I pulled out this week, but I'm not going to add it into the total to come out of this amount. That's kind of confusing, I know, but so I'm just going to put savings, and that was $80. So a total of $80 in savings. Alright, so then at the bottom here is my paycheck breakdown. So I'm going to just write down all of my categories, and like I said, I'm going to leave savings out of the mix. So we have income, and then expenses, cash envelopes, and then sinking funds. So I'm going to total everything up, subtract it from what my total income was, and then we'll see what we're left with. So income was that $767. Expenses was the $301.40. Cash envelopes were $165. And then last was sinking funds at $240. So I'm going to take the expense type categories first and get those added up. So $706.40, which gives us $60.60 left over for the week. Alright, so now that we have our paycheck broken down, and I figured out that I can cover everything that I need to with my income for the week, I am going to now move into the cash envelopes and the sinking funds. So I will go ahead and get everything set up here. Alright, we got everything set up. Just like normal, I'm going to start with my 3 cash envelopes first. So these go into my billfold. And since I was on a no-spend, since I am on a no-spend month, so this was the first week, I really limited what I spent in my cash envelope, specifically with spending. I did have the one day that I failed because, like I said, I left my lunch on the kitchen table when I left that morning for work, so that was depressing. And I live too far away from home to have gone back and got it on my lunch break. So I ate out that day, but that was the only fail that I had. So I have $28 left in my spending cash envelope for the week, and I am so proud of that. So I'm just going to set that money aside, and we're going to put another $40 into my spending envelope for the upcoming week. And hopefully next Friday I can come back and tell you that I didn't spend a penny out of here. That's the plan. Doesn't always go that way, but we can hope. Next, I'll go with gas. Gas, I had $1 left over, but hey, every dollar counts. So we're going to go ahead and get $45 put back into our gas envelope for the next week. And last is groceries. Now this one also, I obviously have to buy groceries, so I can't no-spend my grocery money. But what I did do is I normally, when I am planning my meals for the upcoming week, I kind of just go through and see what sounds good, what I want to have for supper, and then I buy things based on that. What I did this week is I looked through my pantry, my freezer, and my fridge to see what we already had, and then I meal planned around that. So if I had spaghetti noodles and sauce, I already have hamburger, so I really didn't even need to buy anything for that. I did get some garlic bread and lettuce for salad, I think. So just little things like that. So because I did that, I was able to save $45 from my grocery cash envelope, which I thought was a huge win for that one. So I'm going to put $80 back in grocery, and then I'm going to try to do that again this week and see if I can reduce what I spend out of here again. So that is it for the cash envelopes, and now I'm going to go ahead and do my sinking funds. So the first one is car maintenance, Last week we were at $180. I am not going to count what's in here right now just because I kind of am in a time crunch. So I am just going to go ahead and put the money in here, put the totals on, and then I'll count them again next week. So we're going to add in 10, which will put us to $190 for the first week of November. So just like always, I'm going to write the date, what I'm adding in here, and what my ending balance is. Car insurance was at $315, and I'm going to add $35. So that will put it at $350 for the week. 35 and $350. Now Christmas, if you guys watched my weekly budget check-in before this one, you will know that I took out $332 out of this Christmas sinking fund. So I have $568 left. I'm going to add in another $100, which will put me at $668. But yeah, I did end up spending some money from that one to get some Christmas gifts. Next we have household. Household last week was at $75. We're going to add in another $15, which will put us at $90. And I would like to go to Sam's Club before Thanksgiving. Whether or not that'll actually happen, I'm not sure yet, but that is what I would like to do. Kids, now this one, I've taken money out twice in the last week. The first one was last Friday, the 30th. My oldest son and I went to a haunted house, which was $10 a person. We like to do that every year. It's a few days before his birthday, and it's just super fun for him and I. So I took out $20 to do that, which took me down to $80. And then I, on Wednesday, I did an online book fair for my kids and spent $65 on books for them. So I took $65 out, so I have $15 left in here. We're going to add in $20, so we will have $35 left in this one. It's hard for me to take money out of sinking funds just because like this one went from 100 to 35 within a 6-day period. But I know that that's what it's there for. I didn't have to take $65 out of my checking account, you know, unbudgeted to buy books. I had the money right here to do so. So I just have to remind myself of that. Medical had $25 last week. We're going to add in another $5. Which will put that one at $30. I do have a yearly physical coming up on Tuesday. I think that's the 11th. So I'll take this. I don't think I'll have to do a copay because it's a preventative care type appointment and it's required from my insurance. So I don't think I'll have to have a copay, but I'm going to bring it just in case. Back to school last week was at $180. I'm going to put $20 in that one, so this one will be at $200. It's always kind of exciting for me to move up into a new 100 bracket in a sinking fund. So $200 for that one. Personal care last week was at $25. We'll add in another $5, which will put us at $30. And maybe sometime in the future I will get my eyebrows waxed. Maybe not. School tuition last week was at $90. We're adding in $10, so this one is also moving to a 100 bracket. So $10, so this one's at $100. And then last is vacation, which last week was at $180. We will put $20 in there, so that one is at $200. And then next, I'm so excited about this. So my debt snowball envelope is where I put all the extra money, so this right here, from these 3 envelopes every week. So since this is the first week in November, I ended October with $74, which went to an extra debt snowball payment. So I took that money out on the 31st, so this envelope is currently at 0. So for the so for the first week of November, and this includes me doing my no spend month, I was able to put aside 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. That is so funny. I did not plan that. That is not... I feel like you guys are gonna think that I literally just took the money out of here and then have it right here and I'm gonna put it right back in. And I promise you that did not happen. That is legitimately so ironic. So the amount of money that I saved in 1 week is the amount of money that I saved all month in October. And oh my gosh, little things like that just blow my mind. So today is the 6th, so we are adding in $74. I promise that was not planned like that. I did not take the money out and just stick it back in there. I swear. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing the sinking fund and cash envelope stuffing videos. I like to watch my sinking funds grow. As you can see, they're getting pretty big, so that's super exciting. If you guys were interested in any of the stickers or the envelopes, the binder, the markers, anything you saw here, check out my website. It is moreyjune.com, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!